Bring your A-Game Sports Talk Radio back.
Yes, sir.
On this Monday, me and the homie Dee Jeff, I'm your host, the Blaq Hippie. Sitting back at 7:30. We done moved the time up from 8 o'clock. We're just gonna deliver around at 7:30. We're gonna agree. What you think?
We're gonna make it work. It's somewhere there before 8 o'clock, around 8 o'clock, maybe at 8 o'clock. You just listen to us when we tell you to listen to us. No, just playing.
Hey,
that's
man,
a little rude, right? That's a little
right. Just right, gotta be aggressive sometimes, man. Y'all better listen, motherfuckers.
I was just playing.
No, man, we're sitting back on this Monday, man, in the 7:30. We're gonna talk about everything. It's just gonna be a wide open show. Just don't really have no necessary.
It's been a nice week of sports.
Yeah.
It's been a nice week of sports, man.
Don't really necessarily have like no dedicated topic, you know.
Nah.
So we just gonna talk about random things. LeBron, he had a good weekend.
He's had a nice little 3-day stretch, man. We got to talk about him.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about the MVP. You know, has the MVP shifted?
Yep.
We're gonna talk about everything baseball.
We're getting closer to the opening day.
Yeah, Sox played.
They had a nice little
Sox
spring
won.
training.
We talked about that. Yeah, we talked about that. What else? Football's still booming around this time too. I'm shocked.
Let you tell it.
It is. I'm not talking about the.
So the combine is coming up. Yeah, the combine is still.
No, I'm not even talking about the combine. I'm talking about like certain contract talks because you even got Zach.
Oh yeah, you still got Tom Brady free agency.
You got Dak Prescott.
You got Dak. I heard he
turned down 33.
He's a due for. He turned it down.
Yeah,
okay. I can't wait to talk about that.
You know,
okay.
we got a lot of stuff to talk about right here, man. Y'all can call in while y'all tuning in 773-676-2512. This is Bring Your A-Game Sports Talk Radio, man. We back on the air. Like I say, it's just gonna be a wide open show, man. Me and the homie Dee Jeff. We just gonna talk about random shit, man. Just random shit. We sitting back, we smoking. How was your weekend, man?
I was just finna say, man, before we even get into all of that, man, I think we definitely got to shout out the fact that the weather might be changing for the better, so that's what's up.
You know what? That's the dope thing about Chicago.
You never really know.
No. Like when it started to get warm, you know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful place to be.
Yes.
You know, crime happens everywhere.
The greatest city in the world.
Right, crime happens everywhere. And yesterday, you know, while I was out, man, you know, I seen like the beauty of the city. You know, it came back because, you know, I just really made it back. You know, I've been in the suburban life for some years. Mm-hmm, so, you know, this is like really my first year back in Chicago. So, you know, it was like for me to get out. I really enjoyed it. You dig what I'm saying? I really enjoyed it. But, man, we're going to go ahead. We're going to take a music break. When we come back, man, we talking everything sports. I guess we're going to kick it off with the LeBron talk. Might as well, right?
We can jump there. We can go there. I mean, you know, yeah, we can go there.
Mm-hmm.
We can go there.
Be back out here in a minute while we smoke a bit.
Ride with my niggas 'cause my niggas understand me. Still on plan A, pussy niggas on plan B. Right now, motherfucker, let's go. Yeah, what can make a nigga wanna go and get it? Said he want a Beamer with the subs in it. Said he grew up in a house and it was love missing. Said he grew up in the city, keep his gun with him. Young nigga, let's go. Young nigga. And he don't need a reason, need a young nigga. And you don't want your daughter or your sons with him. Young nigga. Let's go. Young nigga. Probably never understand him. Till he pull up in the Phantom. When he pull up in the Phantom, he gon' have that shit blasted. That's right. Like young nigga. What they call you, where you from, nigga? In my city, that was question number one, nigga. Looking at the legend I become, nigga. I can't help but feeling like I am the one, nigga. Remember, I was on the run, nigga. Couple years before you had a son, nigga. Open up your doors and kept it one with me. Held a nigga down and that was love, nigga. Nobody wanna stand in front of judge, nigga. Yeah. Make you think of better days like when you was winning. Standing on the couches in the club with us. Then I got my shot, I had to run with it. Out the gate, lost count many days. In the studio we slayed, but this shit we gotta say. Staring in the space as you fishing for a phrase. Uninspired, and your mind still is all a paper chase. First you over dedicate, then you notice that you're great. And you been the whole time, and it slapped you in your face. Then you stacked it in your safe, got it cracking, it was fake. Now you the definition, nigga laughing to the bank. I'm a master controlling my fate. Plus I'm the type of nigga own the masters to my tapes. I'm in Nevada for the day. I caught a flight from Philly, we just sold out TLA. Fresh up off the stage, on my way to B of A. AMB, we LA, tryna eat, we the way. Look, young Nipsey the great, never taught how to drink, I just lead to the lake. It's 80-something degrees in LA. Fuck it, time to put some jet skis on the lake. Look, I got a team at my bank. I don't even need an ID at my bank. It used to be a dream we would chase. I know Jay Stone and Copy Supreme could relate. I know the whole team could relate. I know Evan McKenzie and Brian Lees could relate. Cornell Sedan, Adam Braun, Stephen Donaldson and Black Salmon on this marathon. Ballin' since my brother used to hustle out the vines. Couple 100,000 up, he took a shovel to the line. With no exaggeration for the content of my songs. When he went to dig it up, shit, 100-something gone. Molded. You can ask moms, had to plug in blow dry for the ones that we could wash. Salvaged a little bit, young rich nigga shit, pressure on your shoulder. How you gonna deal with it? Say it's so comfortable when you transition, but it's so beautiful when you get rich in it. When you start killing shit, and they all witness it. Money roll faster than niggas can't spend the shit. Open more businesses with you and your niggas that's watching your vision is to be a more generous. Fucking Ford dealership, we up in Forbes. Watching and they wishing that it wasn't yours. I forgive you, I remember I was poor, but I ain't in the way of what you reaching for. Gotta play the game, you gotta read the score. See, I'ma do the same and pop the country for it. Tell me if I want it, gotta hustle for it. Only difference now the money more mature. Young nigga, young nigga, young nigga, young nigga, young nigga.
Bring your A-Game Sports Talk Radio. Back y'all on this Monday. Sitting back, chilling. It was a nice day in Chicago. We hit 50, hit about 55 degrees today. Yeah, I think.
50 something. It was 50 something.
Let me be the weatherman right now.
All right, Tom Skilling.
Yeah. Let me be the weatherman. Yeah, 52 with rain. It was pretty nice.
Hit 56 was the high.
56,
okay,
yeah, 56 was the high.
Okay.
Tomorrow's gonna be 53, mostly sunny. No rain. So
we got some nice weather coming.
Yeah, we're gonna get some good weather coming.
That's what's up.
It's gonna be some good weather all week. Look, Wednesday, Thursday supposed to be 63. Then Saturday 39. That's just the Gemini of Chicago. But yeah, we're gonna get some nice weather. So it's coming. It's coming. But we sitting back, like I say, we sitting back on this Monday talking sports, man. It's been an exciting weekend when it comes to sports, as far as like for the NBA, especially for LeBron James. He took on the Greek Freak and the Milwaukee Bucks on Friday, and we're gonna talk about that game. Cause did you see that game?
Yeah, I saw most of it, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I want to talk about that game because I got some questions about Milwaukee moving forward. You get what I'm saying?
We could talk. We could talk.
Okay, we can talk. But then, the big showdown came with the next door neighbors, the roommates, the Clippers. And, that was something that was watching up, something that I wish would be the damn finals. Because I figure like whichever one of those teams end up in the finals, they just gonna beat whoever comes out the East.
Out the East, yeah.
That's just how I feel.
Yeah, I mean, but we've been saying that about the Western Conference for the last few, for as long as I can really remember for, the last few years, like 5-10 years, that like the real battles have been in the Western Conference, which, teams like the Spurs from just historically, right? The Spurs, the Memphis Grizzlies used to be decent at making the playoffs every year, so. Yeah, I think the West is always going to be tough. The Clippers and the Lakers are definitely the teams, but I don't know, man. You never know. The East could surprise you because I think the way that Toronto.
The East won the championship last year with Toronto.
But a big reason of why they won last year is gone. But I just think.
But they've been trading wide in that East, though.
I was gonna say, but I think that both of those teams, I think the Bucks and the Raptors, ain't no slouches, man. And both teams in the West are, on paper better than them, and are probably gonna be the favorites going in. But I don't know. I don't think anybody really expected Toronto to win last year, even with Kawhi. So,
when they got there, it was a big shot. I think with Durant going down, that really like turned.
Once you're there,
because even if Clay, because this is just my opinion, even if Clay is healthy, Durant out, Toronto still win, except it's in 7. You get what I'm saying? That's just how I felt. With the Durantula, no, I don't see Golden State losing that. I'm just being remotely honest. But anyway, not to get off subject.
And maybe they don't. I mean, and maybe they don't. But what I'm saying is that, they ain't like the East ain't really no slouches, regardless of how much we like to kind of think that the West is like the powerhouse of the NBA. You know what I'm saying? Like, because we look at the records in the West and we look at the records in the East, and usually, it's teams with 40-plus wins, 45 wins in the West that might not get in. And then you look at the East, and it might be a team that's, 2 games over 500 that does get in.
Right,
so,
right,
I think, I don't know, man. Like, I think once you get to the finals and once you get to the playoffs, anything can happen. But, yeah, the West, the Lakers and the Clippers, if that becomes our Western Conference Finals, that's going to be some shit to see. That's going to be some shit to see. I mean, if this past weekend was a preview of that, I'm excited for what the finals could be, because I saw LeBron that was youthful, that was energetic.
Yeah, let's
you know what I'm saying?
Because
that was on a mission.
I'm very proud.
Yeah, I saw LeBron. I saw LeBron that wanted to assert his dominance, and he went out there and let niggas know that he's still LeBron fucking James.
How about LeBron guarding the Greek freak?
And then turn around. Yeah, then turn around 2 days later and guard Kawhi. Yeah, I fuck with that.
You know what? Let me tell you. Let me just say this. This is what I've been. This like the LeBron. Even though it's been 5 games, in a 5-game stretch, LeBron, I think he had like 30-10-9 or 30-10-8 or something like that.
Okay,
which is hell of a numbers. Going into the season, going into the playoffs, which makes a good case for MVP. Yeah. I'm not jumping the gun, but right now I would say he leading for MVP.
LeBron is
just off those performances, because you got to figure. MVP is also judged off your national TV performances against certain teams.
I mean, yeah, for sure. Whatever.
That's what people mesmerize.
Sure.
Certain people like us, we'll look at the stats, we'll look at certain games, and we'll dissect it and decipher everything and talk about it. But let's talk. Let's be realistic in the way people doing shit.
What's up?
2 nights in a row, the number 1 team in the NBA. Then you got the team that's sitting right behind you. And you go out there and you give performances. Now, what if he continues this going on? Do you feel like the MVP is his?
No. But I mean, so here's my thing, man, and and allow me to to just say this is that, man, watching LeBron these last 5 games, his last little stretch, he's been dominant actually since All-Star break. LeBron has been the LeBron James that we know he can be. He's been an impressive 35-year-old NBA player that doesn't look like he's 35. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'll say that what I've been saying for a long time, that every year LeBron James is the MVP, if you want to give it to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just the reality of it, because when you look at what he does for teams,
he got that Tim Duncan and Steve Nash type vibe. Like,
I don't even call it that. I mean, I think it's just different.
I would say with that. Let me explain. I would say with that is that it's like they gonna produce every year, so it's hard not to mention their team is gonna win. Regardless,
I mean, yes and no. I mean, I think it's just
it's hard not to mention. It's just like even with Tom Brady in the NFL, at the age he going and the way they doing, it's hard not to mention him in MVP. You get what I'm saying? Even though there is another cat out there, which is Lamar Jackson. You get what I'm saying? But at the same thing, it's like you can't, because this is what you're gonna get from him. You get what I'm saying? You're gonna get games being won. You're gonna get stable stats out of him. You get what I'm saying? So it's kind of like hard not to mention. That's just.
I mean, so LeBron is always an MVP because of his numbers. Like, LeBron is always going to give you the numbers. He's that. I think too, he's always going to be that big part of the offense to where to where a lot of that team's success is going to be on him, because he's just that good. But I also think too that this season, for me, LeBron has been selective with his performances, which is just also no fault of his. I think to an extent it's just the course of an NBA season, right? You're not gonna have it every night. You're just not gonna have it every night.
Right.
So that's cool. But I will say that I was impressed with his performance this past weekend. I think that it did add some credibility to his MVP race and to his MVP argument. But I think for me, at the end of the day, it's going to come down to what these teams look like without their MVP player. Because every team has an MVP player.
And that's the conversation that we're going to migrate into now.
And that's always what it's going to come down to, I think, when you have players like this. You know what I'm saying? Because you have a Giannis who has the Bucks team that's ridiculous.
and mentioning Giannis, that's what I was leading to, was that we seeing teams' true colors when they stars go down. Like, if LeBron go down, you got AD.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
They can maintain. Now, Giannis, he just went down because he kind of hurt his knee in that Lakers game. And he was out. He was out this last game. And, I mean, who was they playing? They was playing the Suns.
Yeah.
And the Suns just jumped all over them without Giannis. You get what I'm saying? So this is leading up to the next conversation, the question that I want to ask you. How do you feel about the Bucks just watching them up against the Lakers? Do you feel like that if they make it to that finals, that they can actually uphold in the 7-game series? Because my opinion, no. I feel like if they go up against the Clippers, sweep. They go up against the Lakers, sweep. Lakers, it might be one game because, like you say, LeBron have his on and offs. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Depending on how
and
you
I mean,
feel.
it ain't even an on and off. It's just, LeBron will always have the numbers. It's a matter of, like, sometimes LeBron is going to be. And yeah, I mean, sometimes LeBron is going to be, the LeBron we saw this last weekend. And sometimes LeBron is just going to be, he's just going to play basketball.
So, okay, I give him one game with the Lakers. But if they play the Clippers, they're going to get swept.
I mean, so I won't even say that, man. But I will say that the same reason I think Giannis is going to be the MVP, and there's really nothing that anybody can do about it unless the Bucks fall off ridiculously, is unless Giannis misses the rest of the season even, is because the Bucks' best player ain't enough to rely on to win a ring. You know what I'm saying? Like, Chris Middleton is good. He's really, really good, all-star even. But he's not that, like he's a third option. He's a really good third option at best, in my personal opinion. So that alone, and the Bucks are asking him to be their number 2. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what hurts them. But like I said, that's the same reason.
He feeds off Giannis.
And that's the same reason that Giannis is going to be the MVP, because his next best player is Chris Middleton. Not Anthony Davis, not Paul George, not Kyrie and KD.
But let's talk about but look at the conference that he's in.
What does that mean?
He's in the East.
What does that mean?
That means a lot.
I mean, so
the East, you just said the West. You just said
that's still not even a Kemba Walker and Jason Tatum duo. You know what I'm saying? Like Giannis and Chris Middleton.
I give Boston maybe 2 games up against the Clippers or the Lakers, and it's over with. I just give them 2 games. Toronto might be 2 games too, but the team that's on top right now, Milwaukee, I can't see them. I just, the way they built and the way they constructed, man, I just don't. I wouldn't bet. God forbid something happen to Giannis, they really gonna get blown out.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't bet on the Bucks, but I think once it gets to the finals, I think anything can happen. I mean, we've seen some crazy shit happen in the NBA finals, so I'm not gonna say that the Bucks can't, figure out some kind of way to play them, and potentially win. I can't say that, that Boston don't find a way to get out the East and Brad Stevens comes up with some kind of, with something, like, I just don't know. But I mean, I think the favor is definitely in the Clippers or the Lakers' favor right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's, you said earlier, that's the finals for a lot of people.
I don't trust the Bucks. I just don't.
I trust the Bucks. I don't know if I
feel a better chance of a fight coming out the East with Boston or Toronto, but that Bucks team, and I'm not just saying it just because they in the Chicago Bulls, division or whatever, but
yeah, no, I mean that don't matter.
It's just my.
Why would that matter? The Bulls ain't shit.
Right. It's just my observation of what I seen, like just watching games, because I've been watching it, then just watching them. With the Lakers. Even though they did beat the Lakers early in the season, And also the Clippers beat the Lakers earlier this season. You get what I'm saying? So my thing is like now we getting to the stretching point to where everybody's in shape, everybody's body's primed, everybody's, in rhythm. It's like now you have to hold that up. What happened before is not going to give you momentum going into the playoffs.
Yeah, but I mean, if that's the case, then then every game matters. You know what I'm saying? Like we got to stop being,
from here on out, every game.
It does. I mean, of course it does. But I mean, like we choose to be really critical of the big games, and then if the Lakers turn around and lose to the fucking Magic tomorrow or whoever, whatever weak ass team they play, niggas is gonna try to sweep that under the rug.
I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, games like that you can't sweep under the rug.
Can you though?
Because when are the Lakers gonna face the Magic in the playoffs? Are they gonna face them any other time during the season? Twice?
Yeah, but I mean, I feel you. But I think if you gonna be in that kind of mode, like you in that kind of mode, you know what I'm saying? Like you just said, every game matters.
Yeah, every game matters from here.
So
on out.
So like play basketball. I mean, I think that's why I say that anything can happen in the playoffs because clearly niggas get up for the games they want to get up for. So if you decide to get up for so many games and you just don't happen to win that game. Now what?
Well, with the player management shit, I'm quite sure LeBron is all right, man, and he ready to go full out from here on out. I'm quite sure a lot of players, Kawhi.
I'm excited for this year, the playoffs, man. I think it's gonna be fun to watch on both sides. You know what I mean? Because I think there's a lot of teams on the bubble.
So who your quiet team in the East?
In the East,
let me say Miami. I got my.
I think you gotta like Miami. They're a scrappy team. I think Boston is really a quiet team. Mm-hmm. I think, they're good, and I think people know that they're good, but I think that they're a sleeper team that, that could potentially come out of the East.
I would feel comfortable because I love the East. I'm an East representative. You got no choice because of Chicago, but I would love Boston to represent the East.
I wouldn't. I mean, I don't like Boston. I mean, as a Bulls fan, fuck Boston. You know what I'm saying? Like, straight up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I respect Boston
I want to see a final that's going to be exciting. I'm being honest. I'll be honest with you, D. Jeff. I don't think Milwaukee I don't think Milwaukee in the finals is going to be exciting. I think it's going to be a blowout, man. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you.
I don't think it's going to be worth, sit down and watch.
Yeah, I mean, I hear that, and I mean, I can respect that opinion. I can respect that opinion.
Even though they're the top team, and I respect what they're doing, man, it's just like, can you sustain a 7-game series with your team constructed now? And from what I see with the top powerhouse teams in the West, we're not speaking through the East because we know you can beat up on teams in the East. That ain't shit. But the teams in the West, I looked at it and no, you can't.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of that. I think a lot of that also falls on the coach too. You have a player like Giannis that you try to do a lot through, but you also have to find ways to get everybody else involved and take some of that pressure off of him. And I'm not gonna say that. I totally get why you feel like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, based on how Milwaukee
they're a good
plays.
team. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, based on how they play. Yeah, I hear that.
7-game series, and now they got to sit back and figure you out. Now they got to sit back and learn this, learn that. I don't think y'all gonna make it, man. Y'all might make noise that first game, but after that second game, it's gonna be a little noise, and it's gonna start dying down.
Yeah,
and then it's gonna be over.
Yeah, I mean, I just think, they're like right now, based on what we've seen so far, they're just an easy team to guard, and they're gonna have to make some real changes to be. Just to be better. I hear that. I think my personal favorite to come out of the East, and like I said, I don't think it's possible. I think a lot of teams know that they're good, but their sleeper is the Celtics. I think that they're, Kemba, if Kemba's healthy, Tatum's healthy,
best team to
Jaylen Brown's
represent the East
healthy.
right now, man.
Yeah, I would love to see them. I think they're a scrappy team that has a lot of skill, talent, and athleticism that can defend well.
Y'all can call in 773. Oh, was you finished? I'm sorry. Call in 773-676-2512. Bring your A-Game Sports Talk Radio. Sitting back on this Monday. Me and DJ got some news to talk about when we come off this music break, man.
Well, what I do?
About Wednesday.
Oh yeah. Oh shit. You gonna tell them something? Yeah, tell them some good shit.
Yeah. You don't want to talk about it?
No, you tell them. I'm just here, man.
Okay. Get involved, man. Be back in y'all here in a minute, man. Bring Gang Sports Talk Radio.
Hold up, bro. Damn. Hey, bro, don't get that shit on my sheets, bro. Mobbing in the Bentley, smoking moon. Hey. Rocks. Hey. Pocket full of motherfucking blue. Guap. Half an ounce in my Gucci tube. Socks. For the summertime, got a new drop. Trapper / rapper / bad bitch snatcher. Come here. Baby mama mad, she said you live like a bachelor. So what? Sold 100 pounds and gave 10% to the pastor. Church. Keep going up the ladder. Hey. They mad, make them matter. Hey. Told my son when I'm gone, you gon' be a rich little bastard. Yeah. Pointers on me hitting, leave a bitch dizzy. All my old bitches feeling salty, yeah. MID, I'm talking about why you dog me, yeah. But I still miss you, can you call me, yeah. I heard ain't shit changed that you still ballin', yeah. She used to bust them scripts for me at Walgreens. Smuggling narcotics was my calling. Hey. Foes on the Mercedes, that's major. Whole gang going crazy, that's major. Millions on the table, that's major. I turn dirt into diamonds, that's major. You searching for fame. I became a superstar in the dope game. Found out you a hater, I can't look at you the same. She said, can she take a picture with my chain? Got 2 twin sisters, call them yin yang. I wish I wouldn't have fucked that bitch, she insane. Alexander McQueen on me, ain't got a stain. Turn to the plug, my life ain't never been the same. Foes on the Mercedes, that's major. Whole gang going crazy, that's major. Millions on the table, that's major. I turn dirt into diamonds, that's major. Foes on the Mercedes, that's major. Whole gang going crazy, that's major. Millions on the table, that's major. I turn dirt into diamonds, that's major.
House full of bitches like flavor. The cuts in my thumb come from count paper. Paper route the gang and bitch, we a label. New Glock with a laser, yeah, I let you meet your maker. Then go out to Jamaica with my motherfucking rosters. Yeah, I'm moving with my motherfucking shotters. Yeah, I walk and pop my motherfucking collar. Yeah, pistol in the motherfucking party.
Foes on the Mercedes, that's major. Whole gang going crazy, that's major. Millions on the table, that's major. I turn dirt into diamonds, that's major. Foes on the Mercedes, that's major.
Bring your A-Game Sports Talk Radio. The homie Young Dolph. Major. Doing major things around here. Me and the homie Dee Jeff.
Yes, sir.
But we sitting back, man. We was talking about we was just talking about LeBron and MVP. So let me ask you this before we even move forward. Do you feel like off these games that, because I posted this on social media and you know, I got some feedback off of it. I said that if Giannis don't win this game, he not winning MVP again. Do you feel like these last few stretches kind of hurt him, or this game kind of hurt him for MVP?
No, I think if anything, he's just gotten exposed for what the playoff run is going to look like. I think at the end of the day, does that take away from what he's done all season? No. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, like we said earlier, if you take him off of this Bucks team, they're a lottery team. Chris Middleton's not getting up to the playoffs.
No, he's not.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like no shade to him, but he's not getting up to the playoffs. And if he does, they're a 7-8 seed if they're in. So the fact that he has them as the best team, you know, as the East, that matters. You know that matters. But I don't think these last few games hurt his MVP race. It just hurts what they're capable of in the postseason.
Right.
You know, I think a lot of teams are figuring them out. They're learning how to defend him and how to shut down other players at the same time. And they're not really, and the Bucks aren't really adapting well. So,
yeah, that Sun, when they played against the Suns, I looked up and I watched it. I think they was down by like 22 or 24. I was like, damn, and I look, I say, oh, Giannis ain't playing.
Mm-hmm.
I say, damn, I just walked in to see this. I say, this just proved me.
To the Suns.
Yeah, to the Suns. I said, this just proved me even more like this team cannot make it. What if Giannis get in foul trouble?
And you still want to give the MVP to LeBron, though?
What you mean?
You just said that you think LeBron is the MVP this year, though, right?
I
seeing that.
I say, as of right now, he's looked like he's leading the MVP right
because
now.
Of
I'm not
because
giving
of
it to him.
because of the so if you had
because
if you were voting right now
of these
though
stretches because of these stretches.
So if you're voting right now today, who do you cast your vote for?
Are you gonna put the
that's what
put the pistol to my head?
Yeah, that's the journalist. I mean, that's
put the pistol to my head.
That's the journalist job. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
if we NBA journalists, you know what I'm saying, we will have a vote in the MVP race. Who is at the end of the day? Who you going for? I told you, I'm going for Giannis right now today.
If I had to pick my MVP right now,
season is today.
Why you do me like this, man?
I mean, that's what we're here for. Like what we talking about. If you're not going, you can't just flip. You can't just.
It's not flipping.
I mean, you can't just. Yeah, I mean, so we're gonna debate the validity of both for sure. But I mean, nah, bro. Like make a decision. Where do you stand in the conversation?
I will place my vote LBJ. I will place my vote LBJ.
I mean, and you can also go with your blind vote, like you said. You said off
Chris
air.
Paul.
Yeah, I was gonna say you said off air, right? Yeah, so yeah,
Chris Paul.
And that's a fair vote too.
Yeah, that's a very fair vote.
So,
I mean, I just look at the stretch of games going towards the end of the season because we wrapping up the season end of April.
Yeah.
And if you can continue this
early
through
May,
if you can continue this through March, April, going into the playoffs, how could you not? How could you not? But at the same time, you can also mention AD because he's leading in 4 statistical categories.
Yeah, we saw that earlier, right?
Yeah, he's leading 4 statistical categories with the Lakers. Rebounds, points, steals, and blocks. Well, AD can't be mentioned, right?
And I mean, and he should be too because but he's also been hurt. He's missed some time. But I mean, I'm with you there too. I think at the end of the day, man, a lot of the times, my vote right now is probably going with Giannis. When you brought up Chris Paul, that did kind of like. That was the first one that was like, damn, that's a good vote too. Especially just knowing the circumstances of how he got there, right? Mm-hmm. And to see what he's done with this OKC team that's not really, who's their next best player? I couldn't even tell you. So that he's not even a Chris Middleton.
Sunday, I sat back. What was it? Saturday or Sunday?
Mm-hmm.
I was watching OKC. I can't think of what game. Let me pull it up.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be able to tell you better. But I can't remember who I was talking to this weekend, and I was like, I don't see why this dude can't be MVP. I say he got these boys playing ball.
It's also because nobody's watching Oklahoma City Thunder games. Nobody's watching those games. Everybody's watching Kawhi. Everybody's watching LeBron. Everybody's watching Giannis.
And I'm just like, Joe. He just down there just balling, and it's like with Chris Paul, it's like, okay, this is what I do. Like, what's the difference?
Uh-huh.
You get what I'm saying? And I just Who would be your sleeper MVP?
I would go there. I would go there with Chris Paul. I'll probably also maybe go down to Miami with Jimmy Butler. And I'm not even a Jimmy Butler fan, but I like what he's, how the way he's got them playing. I mean, John Morant, as a rookie, has Memphis playing real exciting basketball right now. So yeah, it's a lot of guys, man, that you just know are gonna be real good. Trae Young, Atlanta's not really doing shit, but he's playing good basketball this year, just out of this world.
What, what does your future look like for him?
For Trae Young,
because I was a person that was real
I was critical of his game coming in.
Real critical of him.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I was critical. I think the sky's the limit for him.
But he showed me a lot of heart. He showed me like he can play.
Yep.
I knew you can play, but you showed me like
he's a baller. Like
exactly.
he's a baller. Like
exactly.
he's not just a good basketball player. Like he's a baller.
He got my respect.
He comes to hoop every night. I think the sky's the limit for him as far as his skill and his game is concerned. Mm-hmm. He's definitely going to be a star in this league. I think he can be MVP caliber. As far as success goes, is he going to win? I don't know. I don't know. It depends.
Is he going to win in Atlanta?
I don't think so. But he's also 2 years in. We're going to see what the team looks like as they build, but I don't know. I think he's going to be fun to watch though forever. But I don't know. I just don't see that.
He is going to be one of those players like you got to tune in prime time when they play against another young, exciting player.
Yeah, he shows up for the lights.
Like him and Zion, him and Ja Morant play. Like he is something to tune into. That's one thing I will say about the cat.
Even the vets, he's not afraid of the challenge. Like you said, he got some heart. Shorty's gonna step up to the challenge. He gonna play ball against whoever. Yeah. When the lights is on, he gonna come to play. Yeah. And I think looking at him, you kind of see a young Steph Curry. So you think he has.
You think so?
Just with his ability to shoot the ball, the way he handles it, the way he's excited to watch, and the way he plays with the same heart. Yeah. I see a lot. I see a lot of Steph Curry in him. I don't see a lot of the Warriors in the Atlanta Hawks, though. And that's no shade.
I don't think nobody see that, man.
You know what I'm saying? And that's no shade to Trae Young. Because, I don't even think Steph Curry on the Hawks, replace Trae Young.
So is his career bad off somewhere else?
Yeah, because I was just going to say, put Trae Young on the Warriors.
To the Warriors?
Yeah, put him in the same spot that Steph Curry's in, like game-wise. You know what I'm saying? What's the difference? His ability to shoot the ball from far out. This nigga average double-digit assists when he want to. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not really a good defender. Neither is Steph Curry. Mm-hmm. No, you know what I'm saying? Is he short? Sure, but is Steph Curry tall? Nah. I think if put him on the team, put him on the Lakers with LeBron and AD. It's a problem.
Mentioning him. As far as like a surprise MVP, that's like.
They all the Hawks got 15 wins, 20 wins, if that. So yeah, like I said, I think his game is there, and I think he's excited to watch. I think he's up there, like skill wise going forward. But yeah, no, he was also at the bottom of that list.
I guess, man.
Okay.
It's just something that was just like, that was like throwing something out there. It could be. It could be. Hey man, that's your pick. That's your pick.
No, like I said, I had a list, but okay.
AD, I always like you say, he ain't been healthy, but that's another shot in the dark outside of Chris Paul that I say, but deserves some real MVP mentioning. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I don't know.
You wouldn't even look. You wouldn't look at Miami at all, no? Like
with Jimmy Butler?
They're playing good basketball. You wouldn't look at, nobody on the Sixers. So, like I said,
With Sixers, no. No, not Joel Embiid. Let me tell you something. Joel Embiid could be one of the most dominant players in the NBA if he would just play every night. Mm-hmm. The way the Dream did.
But man, it's a different game, man. These cats don't want to be basketball players. These niggas are celebrities. You know what I'm saying? These niggas want to be celebrities, and basketball is a job. You know what I'm saying? Like, you go to work every day, they go pay play basketball every day. They really just want to be famous.
Well, what's up with that? Why is that the culture?
I mean, it's social media culture. I think it's just social media, man. You know, I want to be cool.
It's like I don't know. Just ask that question. You got the Heat at the number 4 slot. The Heat can actually slide up to the number 2 slot.
One more sleeper I'm gonna throw out there, man. I'm also, go look again in the East and just look at my nigga Pascal Siakam. You know what I'm saying? He's averaging 24 points. You know what I'm saying, over in the East.
And who did I mention the week before last? Or last week? I said Pascal Siakam. He could be MVP mentioning right now.
I mean, not
even a sleeper. Mentioning right now.
I mean, so I don't know about that because I don't know if he's doing, enough like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I guess he is, but yeah, I mean, they second in the East. Him and Kyle Lowry got the boys playing ball, so I feel that.
So the Bucks getting that 70 games. That's over with, right?
You said the Bucks at 7 games?
70 games. That math is almost over. They 53-11.
Was somebody who thought that? Was anybody ever thinking that?
People were saying that they was the fastest team to get to clinch a playoff spot, that they can possibly win 70+ games.
Yeah, so I mean, that shit don't matter. I mean, we know that shit don't matter, and I mean, and that's at the end of the day, that's cool. I mean, great, but that's what we were saying earlier.
But one more game is over with.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what I'm saying. Like earlier, the Bucks are good, but I mean, that little shit don't matter when it really. The shit that really matters in the playoffs, they probably not ready. So go ahead, even if y'all is the first team, even if y'all do get to that 70 win mark, whatever, that ain't gonna make y'all a better team in the playoffs.
They not.
Even if they do, they're not gonna make them. It's not gonna make them a better team in the playoffs. Like, I don't know, like. Whatever. Go ahead, get them 70 wins though, y'all. Shoot for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, shoot for that pointless ass stat. And I think that's a lot of what the game has become. Mm-hmm. A lot of numbers chasing, a lot of like numbers crunching, a lot of analytics, and it's just like, man, that ain't gonna win you no ring.
Nah, it's really
like it might help you, but that ain't gonna win you no ring. So
nah, it really ain't.
It
really ain't gonna win you no ring. Not at all. But it's crazy. You know what? It's funny that you mentioned analytics because it's crazy how analytics just took over sports now.
All sports, yeah.
It's crazy. Even basketball, it's like, damn. You can understand baseball, but basketball, it's like, damn.
I mean, all sports even. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even like it in baseball. I don't even like it in baseball. I mean, I appreciate it, but, I mean, I love stats. Don't get me wrong, because I think stats do kind of give validity to your argument sometimes. But it's these dumbass stats that you start to realize can be skewed and, like...
It can be pointless.
Yeah, you can create a stat for any argument that you want. That's what you begin to realize. You know what I'm saying? Like, you start seeing shit like LeBron is the first player in history to have 27, 3, 2, 16. Like, what? Like,
that's one thing that used to kill me. Like, I watch ESPN. I love ESPN. I mean, like, but at the same time, they used to kill me with all these different LeBron stats they used to come out with.
Just to kind of
ESPN is the biggest Bron sexuals of all time, man.
Like first player under the age of 22 with 16, 4, and 3.
Like how do you pay somebody to go sit back and do research?
Exactly.
On all that
That's what you start to think about.
It's like, why, man? But anyway, that is whatever, LeBron, phenomenal basketball player, whatever, man. But anyway.
Yeah, man. So like, I love stats, but I also like I know that numbers are numbers, and you can kind of like you can twist them to kind of say whatever you want them to say.
Yeah, numbers can be misleading, but like you said, they can also be good. They can be good padding. If somebody that's not in the knowing of some shit, you know what I'm saying? You can throw some numbers out there to go with your argument to make sway a motherfucker to a way to where it'd be like, okay, I see where you're going with this.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But you got people out there that use stats as like the first, the middle, in the ending of the argument. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, no, because you got people out here, you got players out here that gain stats in garbage moments.
Yeah, so
and it helps out their average.
Yeah, so I was even gonna go to somebody like Jimmy Butler, and I like Jimmy Butler, but I bash him a lot just because like Jimmy Butler is one of those kind of players that's gonna always get you the numbers. Mm-hmm. Like if you look at the box score, Jimmy Butler's gonna have a really good night most times. But if you like really watch the game, a lot of times he's probably gonna live at the free throw line. He gets him, a bunch of free throws. He's able to kind of like manipulate shit, kind of even like James Harden. Mm-hmm. Like he's good, but he's gonna get a lot of like bullshit buckets that whatever. So yeah, like stats can kind of be whatever. You gotta also go off a game. Yeah, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I like analytics. I hate advanced analytics.
Right.
But with that being said, the one advanced analytics that I do like is clutch baskets. I've heard a lot about clutch baskets this year, and Chris Paul leads the league in clutch points. And this is like...
So why clutch basket got your attention?
Just because I think that when you kind of pair it with like the team's success, it matters. I just kind of look at it more because it's the points that are scored, and I want to say either under 5 minutes or 2 minutes when the game is within like 5 points.
Okay.
So it just shows your heart a little bit. If you're the star player of this team and you're able
shows that different gene.
Yeah, it just shows that different gear, especially if it results in success.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like Chris Paul, you lead the league in clutch points, and you got the Thunder player Howell in the West.
Yeah.
That matters.
Chris Paul always had that clutch gene.
He did, but
I don't mean to cut you off, but
no.
I kind of figured it wasn't gonna work in Houston. But go ahead.
Why?
Because the way James Harden is, and I'm kind of like getting to the part where I think it won't work once they get in the playoffs, because they're gonna make the playoffs. Mm-hmm. Once they get in the playoffs, I don't think this Westbrook and Harden thing gonna work neither. I think Harden gonna be gone. Not Harden. I think Westbrook gonna be gone by next year, and it's gonna be Harden on the island by himself.
Why?
Playing small ball with anybody.
Why? Because it's Harden's fault.
Dude, I just feel like that the way they play ball, it's not gonna uphold in the 7-game series. Neither just like Milwaukee. I just don't see it even with the personnel, because people can slow the game down. They can figure you out. Then what?
Yeah.
What if you get up with a big team? They got big men. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A team like the Lakers, a team like the Clippers, even a team like Portland, if they get in. You know what I'm saying? Even a team like, I'm just saying, for example, just name the teams out the West. Even a team like Memphis, or even a team, if they make it in. Even a team like the Pelicans, if they make it in. Mm-hmm. They got size. Mm-hmm. They can stop and slow, and they got players with power that can, I'm just saying, like, I don't think it's working moving forward. Mm-hmm. That's just my opinion.
I don't think that it's going to result in a championship. I think that Russell Westbrook and Harden can win together. I don't think D'Antoni coaching a team
that formula basketball
and the style that they play is going to do it. Nah, I don't see that.
I mean, isolation, dribble, 13 seconds off the shot clock, damn near 15 to 16 seconds off the shot clock. You got no choice but to throw up desperation sometime, or shoot a long three, or try to gain a foul.
I do think it's fun for them, though. They both enjoy playing that style of basketball. So.
Yeah, of course, because it loads up your stocking, your stat stocking. It loads it up. It makes it look good.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't want to do that with their type of athletic, ability?
Yeah.
Who wouldn't want that? But I mean, like, moving forward, this game of basketball, I don't think that it'll work. And I think, even with Chris Paul probably was trying to put shit together and methodically move things, and Harden just say, "Hey man, just pass me the ball, man."
Yeah.
On this Kyle Watson shit.
Yeah, I don't like. I'm with you, man. I don't think that ISO ball is a way to do it, G.
No. I mean, that's gonna be different in the playoffs.
And I even think the ISO ball could do it. I just don't think they style of ISO ball could do it. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a matter of like knowing how to play. I think it can't be it can't be 1-on-5 with your 4 teammates standing around. It got to be some kind of like off screens. Got to be some type of cuts being made, and you have to really be able to see the floor. And because it didn't even really work for LeBron.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
and if you know the history of Antonio, even with San Antonio and other teams he didn't try to play the small ball. Even with the Lakers, he even tried it with the Lakers at one point in time.
Yeah.
And it didn't work.
Yeah.
It didn't work. It's fun during the season. 7-game playoffs, no.
Yeah, I mean, because it's the same issue regardless of whether you're 7 feet tall or 6'5", 6'6", as with the Bucks. You focus in on this one person, and you make the 3-4 other guys beat you. If Russell, you know what I'm saying? Like, if Russell Westbrook can do it, great. But we saw what happened with him at OKC. We saw him by himself. So, yeah, man.
That's crazy. Chris Paul just went down there and took that team, and Westbrook was there, and it was like, and you had Paul George.
I mean, Westbrook had them, hooping too. They won in the playoffs. Like, I mean, they wasn't winning in the playoffs, but I mean, Westbrook had them hooping too.
Where's OKC at, like, number 3?
I don't know.
In the West?
I don't know. Let's look that up. But I mean, Russell Westbrook was an MVP down there, so he had to have him, in the top of the conference.
I mean, doing what he was doing.
OKC is 5 right now in the West.
5?
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, so I still think that they kind of took a step back, but the fact that they're still
they
there,
can easily be at number 3, with the Nuggets. The Thunder can easily move up to the number 2 slot.
Yeah, they 2.5 back out of the third, 3.5.
3.5 at the second.
Yeah,
that's impressive, man.
Yeah.
Westbrook really didn't have him in that position.
I mean, Westbrook was an MVP out there. You know what I'm saying? Averaging a triple-double. So, I mean,
That triple-double is easy to average when everybody getting out your way so you can do what you do, man.
I mean, nigga, so one thing, yeah, that's true, but somebody also said to me what I meant. Their argument to them is that niggas also still have to hit shots.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas also still have to rotate to the basket. Niggas also still have to play basketball the right way.
But how valid is that triple-double is when you have an agenda to go out there and get your shots off first. Basketball is a game of rhythm. And if those players are not ain't getting into rhythm until after halftime, what do you expect?
I mean, who's to say that you got an agenda though?
Oh, he most definitely had an agenda. That whole MVP season of the triple-double, it was most definitely an agenda. People they was moving out the way just so you can get the rebound.
I mean, so I'm gonna tell you.
Come on,
so I'm gonna tell you like this.
Don't start.
I mean,
this,
so I'm gonna tell you
don't
like.
Don't do that, man. Don't do that.
I mean, I'm gonna tell you like this. I think at the end of the day, man, I think he did what any realistic person probably would do when they found out that the record was in reach. The same thing motherfuckers do when there's
but
a
you
score.
still was pushing for a postseason position
the same thing,
in order to win a championship. All you got to do is get in.
It's the same thing motherfuckers do when there's scoring records on the line in games. When you know you within the reach of scoring 70, 80 points, niggas is going to get you the ball. When they know you're in reach of getting a triple-double, they going to try to help you get the triple-double. I think that's the reality.
That's understandable, but that was the whole fucking season.
No, I mean, no.
That was his whole fucking season of them doing that.
So I think it started off.
It was an agenda from the beginning.
So I think it started off as him. I think it started off as him doing it.
It started before he even won MVP.
So I think when Russell Westbrook first started getting his triple-doubles, I think he was doing it, to really make niggas win. I think it became a point where, yes, it became obvious that, you just getting triple-doubles just for the sake of getting triple-doubles because it ain't really making y'all no better. But at that point, he had already won the MVP. You know what I'm saying?
What about the season before he won MVP? It was the same fucking thing, man.
I mean, like I said, I think that season he was really going out there hooping and busting his ass, and it just resulted in him getting a lot of triple doubles. But I also, like I said, Russell Westbrook was the first player that I ever saw get a lot of triple doubles that really made me devalue the triple double.
You had Paul George on your team that was averaging less than 20 points.
I mean, he also played with a Kevin Durant, and we saw how that shit worked out.
But you had look at Paul George right now. He's enjoying himself.
Yeah.
Right or wrong?
I mean, he hurt. I mean, well, no, he back now, but I mean, you know, he was hurt.
Come on now. Certain players don't know how to play with certain superstar players. This Harden and Westbrook thing, when it gets to the playoffs, the lights come on, media start dissecting games and start asking certain questions. The attitudes, the egos, they're gonna erupt. It's gonna be a bad thing, man.
So I said my thing.
That's
with
how
Russell.
I feel.
My said,
with the two.
So my
I'm being
issue with
honest
Russell
with
Westbrook. No, I agree with you. I'm not even going to dispute that because I mean I think we know Russell Westbrook has an ego, but I don't
Harden
even
does too. Don't exclude him out.
I don't even think that.
He's some spoiled milk too, man.
I mean, whatever, but I don't even think that's the issue because, like I said, I think they play together. And they really is homies. So I think that they can figure it out. To be honest, and that's my personal opinion. Yeah, I think that they can figure it out.
That shit.
Yeah, I'm saying, but what I will say is, I think that what's always fucked Russell Westbrook up, and what I think is going to continue to fuck him up in his career, is that he's a two guard controlling the basketball. It's hard, it's really hard for him, especially in crucial moments, to relinquish control, regardless of who else is on the team. When you're a player of his skill level, of his caliber, of his talent, of his athleticism, capable to do what he's capable of doing, because we've seen it, it's hard for him to, when he's the nigga bringing the ball up, it's hard for him to get a ball up.
What can you say when you got another player that he's playing next to that fit all the criteria that you just said? How can that coexist in the playoffs in the 7-game series national stage? Last shot or any other thing. How can those two? It's not enough basketball. It's not enough fame. It's not enough glory.
Yeah.
That's just my personal.
No, and that's what I'm saying. But I mean, and I'm agreeing with you, and I think that you're absolutely right. But I think the reason is not because that Russell Westbrook is incapable of playing with anybody.
I never said that.
I mean, like I said, I think it's because it's hard. Like when he's bringing the ball up, this is the nigga bringing the ball up again. I think he's a two guard.
You're making an excuse, man.
No, he's a nigga that's playing two guard. That's playing point guard. That's really a two guard. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a nigga that when you give him the ball, let him go to work. Because that's clearly his game. You know what I'm saying? Like, but he's a guy that since he's been in the NBA, he's been kind of tasked with leading a team. Like, and I don't think that's really him. You know what I'm saying? But put him on a team with a Chris Paul. You know what I'm saying? Let Chris Paul come or let him out of state at OKC. Chris Paul and him. 1-2 punch. They kind of small, but I think then it's a little different. I think it's a little different.
773-676-2512. That's the number to bring your A-Game Sports Talk Radio. Me and the homie Dee Jeff, we sitting back, we discuss NBA basketball. Just have a random talk, man. It was a good weekend, a good, interesting, entertaining weekend for the NBA, man. With the games that was going up for for futures things that we might see in the playoffs going forward. Yeah, man, I just don't see that whole Westbrook and Harden thing working.
Nah, they're not winning shit. They're not winning shit at all.
Nothing, man. Everybody know who is the champion coming out of LA, man. The champion coming out of LA.
Chicago coming.
Chicago, man. That's another thing.
Don't start.
I haven't watched a Chicago game, but Kobe White, he's starting. He getting his first start tomorrow night. I'm happy about that. Now that will make me tune in.
Let me know how that game is. No, I'm just playing.
I like Kobe White, man. I
like him. I like him too. But
North Carolina, Tar Heels.
I mean, I like him too, but I mean, he gonna save us. Is that your answer? Is that your answer?
No, but it's exciting to watch moving forward, man.
Okay.
It gives you okay, let's see the pieces that we had. Come on, man. Be a sports fan.
What you mean?
Come on now.
I'm chilling.
Damn,
I'm a sports fan.
You're a tough customer.
I'm a sports fan, man. I love sports.
They're gonna start tomorrow night against the Cavaliers, man.
Yep, good for him. I mean, like I said, I like Kobe White. I do. I like him a lot. I think he should have been playing. He probably should have been starting. Why do you draft somebody that high to not play them? But I also think, even if he wasn't going to start, he should have just been playing more minutes because he can score the ball.
How do you feel about the Bulls coach?
No.
You don't like boiling?
Why would I?
I'm just asking, man. I'm just asking questions. Do
Nope.
you know?
No,
Hey,
I don't. I don't. Why? I mean,
you think he lost? Just have no clue.
I think that he's outdated. I'll say it like that. I think the game has just, I think it surpassed his knowledge of it. That's what I'll say. I think, he's not able to kind of like understand today's game. He's not really able to, to really like evaluate rotations and talent that well, I personally think.
I think the guy's clueless.
And he's terrible with game management.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
We see that.
That's why I say I think the guy's clueless. I think Kobe White should have been starting a long time ago. I mean, Chris Dunn, I love him. I like him. That was supposed to be the Bulls' pick. You know, when Tom Thibodeau snatched him, when he went over there to Minnesota because he knew that was one that was on the radar after Derrick Rose. But we tried with Chris Dunn, it didn't work. Okay, so, hey, it's over. Kobe White stepping up next. You already know how I feel about everybody else. I think Kobe White is the point guard that can put things together, and if we can get other nice pieces, the Bulls can have a nice team because they have nice pieces. Is health. That's the main thing, but they've been healthy lately, so we gonna see what it is, man. But Kobe White starting tomorrow. I think tomorrow night I'm gonna tune in for my first Bulls game. I'm gonna watch, and I'm gonna see how this work out, man. We're gonna take a music break, and we come back, man. We're gonna talk some baseball, some football. We're gonna go to about 9:00. All good? Good over there?
Chill, man.
That's dude over there watching videos, man. I told you he missed the important, man.
I be chilling her just, researching shit.
Be backing y'all in.
Headlining.
Whatever.
Food and liquor. G-Bo, yeah, man. J-Rock, Gemini. Nah, we do. FNF. Yeah. Affirmative, no further furnishing is needed. I believe we are completed. Dig, we all in agreement on the wallpaper. Happy with the color scheme. Welcome to the crib. A two-family habitat for humanity with a view of the insanity. Live. My vida loca was built like Bob Vila via God. He architected, I authored what I harbored. Jimmy Carter from Chicago's west side. Finished my construction, now behold the coming like contracepts. I'm contraceptive content kept from conversations held with the Satan on my shoulder, which led to steps that kept me looking over the shoulder like chauffeurs where my angels set. Painful yet merry, I ain't Jerry Garcia Mark, yeah, but I'm grateful. Church. Heavy as heaven, I am Atlas at this. Manage to balance massive masses. Pull my back without tilting my glasses. This was not pilfer from passes of OGs. This is so me. Ask us, mini mansion low, homie, low bony, but the rhymes is fat. In fact, just like a Rochester customer, God bless the mothers and younger brothers are hustlers. Cause she don't wanna sob at his wake, but he wanna follow in his steps. Bang his hat, learn his shakes, master his swagger in the bathroom mirror. Cop a Chevy, steady mob in his place. Yeah, it's just the problems we face. Look his mom's in her face and promise is straight. We just might be okay. The house that love built, that hard renovated, that Section 8 pays for. Well, let's pray for him, let the beat play for him. Put his struggles on display for him, cause he gotta go and face the drama with a different face from the one that he used to face his mama. If you look close, you will see it consists of a smile that hurts, an ice grill, and a trace of trauma. Little bit of his father, another criterion that's no different from a young Liberian who let the delirium weary him, living in the inner city out of his mind. Lyrian reconciliant. I'm cool, I don't foretell best. I ain't nice as MC, I ain't Cornell West, I am Cornell Westside. Chi-Town Rivera, Malcolm exercise the demons, gangsta leaning. We Traded in this kufi for a new era. Chose a 44 over a mortarboard. I ain't accredited institute graduate. I ain't from Nazareth. My conception wasn't immaculate. I ain't mastered no calculus. A good addition to the rap audience. I backflipped on the mattress. They slept on me, y'all. Well, down, Joe. Knowing this half the battle. Fighting temptation. Have an apple. Shake the snakes. Hit the system. Let's get into it. Tabernacle. We just might be okay. Might be, just might be okay. Just might be okay. We 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 just might be okay. Just might be okay.
You was singing that on the
I might have a singing career, man.
Hey.
One day.
Hey, tune in to Blaq Hippie Dusties.
One day, man.
Monday through Friday from 11 to 12.
Listen.
Blaq Hippie covers.
I got some pipes, man. I can sing, man.
Blaq Hippie R&B covers right here on Blaq Hippie Radio every Monday through Friday, 11 to 12 at night.
To get groove into, baby. That's what I do on the R&B side. Give you something to groove to. But now, man, we sitting back, me and the homie Dee Jeff, sitting right here, bring your A-Game Sports Talk Radio, 773-676-2512. Talking Chicago sports and more, man. Just discussing. We've been basketball heavy.
Yeah, man. I mean, I can't help it. I love basketball. I can't help it.
Yeah, basketball is most definitely around, and it's been very interesting, man.
I'm also not going to apologize for it.
You say what?
Said I'm also not going to apologize for it. Like, basketball is the greatest sport ever. So,
I mean, that's how you feel. That's how you feel. Other people might say different.
That's cool. I ain't really asked them, but.
Fuck y'all.
I just kind of made a statement. It wasn't really like hey, let's have a dialogue about it.
Hey man, I just say other people might say different. Like I might be one of them.
Oh no, I wasn't talking about you. I was just saying for the people out there.
I might say football, baseball.
Oh well,
because I do enjoy baseball.
I do too.
Like,
no lie.
But
yeah, man, we've had a fun show, man. Like especially just getting able to recap LeBron and this whole little like run that he's on, especially as the playoffs is getting closer. I think that matters a lot. But man, I think what I'm really excited about too, just like in the sports world, is like, this NFL free agency. Like this is one of the more exciting off seasons that we've seen in a long time, right? Mm-hmm. You were saying it off air that like it's a lot going on with Dak Prescott, Tom Brady's still out there. You still got the draft that's coming up with a lot of good players that's coming. So yeah, man, what is your take on this NFL free agency? What are some like big things?
Jameis Winston to Chicago.
Yep, you said that shit. I shouldn't even have asked. I shouldn't even have asked. Right? He set that up. He walked me into that one, y'all.
You shouldn't have ended the show on last time like that. Nah.
He definitely opened the door wide open and I walked through it like a goofy. I'm hot. Don't mind me. But no, like what's the big things that you paid attention to in like in this NFL offseason?
I mean, like
man?
Dak. They said I just read Dak turned down the 33.
No, he didn't. For real.
And so you know what comes next? Franchise tag.
Got to.
I mean, like...
Or do you make a bigger offer? Why don't you make a big offer?
Well, I $33 million, that will put him behind who? Ben Roethlisberger got what? $34 million? Mm-hmm. And Russell Wilson got 35. Mm-hmm. So that will put him at 33. I guess he's looking at like, hey, look what I done did with Dallas. I either want they money or more. But also you gotta look at, we don't know the whole ballistics of the contract, but it's the guaranteed money.
Man, put it like this.
It's guaranteed money enough.
He said if Tony Romo go get $17 million and he commentating and he used to play for y'all, I gotta get at least double that and I'll still.
I mean, what the fuck do his commentating got to do with him playing football right now?
Man, Tony,
y'all get off Tony Romo and let him get his money, man.
$17 million as a commentator.
Let Tony Romo
as a
get
commentator
his money.
based on what he did with the Cowboys and I currently play for him and what I'm doing now, I got to get at least double.
Off the record, let me say this.
off the record on the air live.
I've been hearing a lot of people eating up it like, damn, how Tony Romo go get it? Man, let Tony Romo eat, man.
Man, Tony Romo's actually really good at his job.
He's actually funny to like watch and listen to, man.
And he's smart. Like he's smart. He calls out a lot of.
He break down the play.
He does. And I hate the fact that he's better at it than he was as a player.
Could you see Tony Romo as a coach one day?
Yeah, but I like him better as a commentator. I think his personality is better suited for a commentator or on TV, some kind of way. But I mean, I think he's definitely knowledgeable to be on somebody's coaching staff.
Let Tony Romo get his money, man. Leave Tony Romo alone. Let him get his money, man.
No, I was just talking shit. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I think Dak Prescott definitely deserves the bread. I don't know if I think he should have turned down the 33 because it's also like even at 33.
But we don't know like I said, we don't know the whole logistics.
Yeah,
of the
that's
contract,
true too. That's true too.
The guaranteed money might not match up because an annual contract, without a lot of guaranteed money ain't a good contract. Really,
you know what I would like to see?
Just make the number look good.
I would like to see some star player or just some of these star players turning down the cash money or like pushing for more like serious health benefits. You don't really hear about that part of it. I mean, like take the cash, of course, get the money, but like I would really like to see more things put in place just to make sure that like even their individual contracts take better care of them long term.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I think they be so focused on like what's the best deal I can get for what I'm playing for y'all, but like like some shit like hey, I did with Reebok. Give me a lifetime deal. You know what I'm saying? Take care of everything that I ever need. You know what I'm saying? Like if I ever need to get anywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Because I'm making your brand more money than what you done seen.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And that's,
do you think Dak Prescott is worth that $33 million, or either 34, or 35, or 36 million? Do you think he's even worth it as a quarterback ranked right now? Even though the NFL, depending on the collective bargaining agreement, that that. They're going to be booming with money.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So $33 million is just going to be a different tier from what possibly that a top-tier quarterback could possibly, because a top-tier quarterback could possibly get 40-something million. Or damn near $50 million.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So, do you think he's worth the 33?
I think what he's done so far, his trajectory, yes, simply. Right now, period, no. Where he's headed, do I think by the time his contract ends, will he be worth what you're going to pay him? Yes. If he does what you expect him to do. I mean, because ideally, they're a good enough team that should be contending for a Super Bowl, that should arguably win one.
He finished behind. And I NFL QB rank.
Yeah.
From last season.
Yeah.
You got Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Phillip Rivers, Matt Ryan, Russell Wilson, Andy Dalton, Kirk Cousins, Patrick Mahomes.
And what is this for, yards or rating?
Hold on, wait. We're gonna get it right. Well, basically, what? Damn, we mean to go quiet.
You good? Yeah, that's on me. I mean, yeah, is this how many yards they threw? Total yards, passer rating for the year. Yeah, what's this like ranking system?
NFL stats and leaders regular season passing.
Okay.
And at yards per game, you have Tannehill, Breeze.
Okay.
Jackson, Cousin, Wilson, Stafford, Mahomes, Garoppolo, Moore, Carr. Then you got Prescott at number 11.
Okay, so these are one of those stats that you kind of have to take with a grain of salt because depending on your offensive line and your run game, your yards per game may go up depending on your offensive scheme. We know Dak Prescott got Ezekiel Elliott, so I ain't really expected for him.
Well, you know, Tannehill also has Derrick Henry.
I mean, I'm just saying, you know, like, but I mean, I think a lot more of the Cowboys' focus is around Ezekiel Elliott, and I ain't really expected, you know, Dak Prescott to necessarily throw for 300 yards a game.
Now, offensive leaders, as far as like passing, you got Jameis Winston.
What's that stat based off of?
Passing yards.
Okay.
Jameis Winston.
Total yards, okay.
At 16 games played, 60% completion, 5109, 33 TDs. You got Dak Prescott, 16 games, 65% completion, 4902, 30 touchdowns. Then it's Jared Goff, Phillip Rivers, Matt Ryan, Russell Wilson, Tom Brady, David Carr, Carson Wentz, then Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
So that's why I asked the question. Just running off that list of quarterbacks, you got Pat Mahomes at number 10, who just won a Super Bowl.
Uh-huh.
Statistically, Dak Prescott finished better. That's why I asked, do you think he's worth that $33 million?
Yeah, I mean,
Is
like
he worth more?
I think right now he's worth it. I think he's worth it. I won't even necessarily say. I'll say I don't think right now. I think you should get 30. I would give him $33 million right now, guaranteed. Do I think that I could give him a contract that averages out to $33 million a year? By the time that contract is over, he's gonna earn every penny of it. Yes. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But yeah.
I want to see this contract that he turned down.
Right, I would like to see the structure of it.
I would
yeah.
like to see it, man. Maybe we could talk about that on the next one, man. I would love to see that because I want to know what's the guaranteed money.
But I also think that that's weird too, though, because normally we hear about it in lump sums, right? We might hear that, you know, somebody signed a 5-year, $250 million deal, right? Mm-hmm. You know, we might hear some shit like that. But, you know, for some reason, that ain't how this was presented to us. It was Dak Prescott turns down $33 million a year.
Mm-hmm.
So that kind of makes me wonder, like you said, about the guaranteed money and just what were the terms of this contract.
They say sources said the Cowboys offered Prescott an average salary of $33 million with guaranteed contract of $100 million. ESPN's Todd Archer is now reporting that Dak turned down the offer, and the Cowboys have now sent a new proposal in hopes to sign the franchise QB before next Thursday's deadline. Because next Thursday's deadline, everybody is on the market. It's a fire sale. Tom Brady, all of them.
Get it while it's hot.
You know, I was listening to read reports, and it might be speculation talk that the Bears were sitting down talking to Eli Manning.
For what?
Just, it was one of those things
didn't
that
he
they
retire?
probably saw him at dinner. Yeah, he retired, but they saw him at dinner. But what you think about that as a possibility? That's just hypothetically talk.
Why you, man, what? It's just like the Jameis Winston thing.
Hey, man, I'm just saying. Man.
Same answer.
It's just red.
Same answer. That's the same. Eli Manning. Yep. Nah.
I say no to Eli.
I was gonna say nah.
But Jameis Winston?
Yeah, that's your boy.
I think with Nagy, I think he can be fixed, man. And
that's
be
your boy.
the answer,
Yeah, that's
man.
your man. I don't know why you believe him so much.
It's not believing. It's seeing like a player that can possibly get you over the hump because of the caliber player that he is, man.
By throwing the ball away?
Whatever, man.
I mean, and that's what, and like, so that's how I'm looking at it. Is that like for every good play he's gonna give you, for every touchdown he's gonna throw you, based on this season, he's gonna throw an interception. that may or may not be a pick six.
Yeah, James wants to hate him, man. That's all you.
Damn. So that's not true? All right. So look it up. How many touchdowns he threw this year? How many interceptions he threw?
I just told you, man. He threw 33.
How many interceptions he threw?
30.
So for every touchdown he's going to throw, he's going to get you a turnover too. You know what I'm saying? Bro, we could keep who the fuck we got for that. Really though? Like, really though?
Hey, man, get off my boy, man.
All right, bro, you got it.
Get off my boy. 5109. That's all I'm going to say. 5109.
Everybody always asks me a question and then get mad when I get
Hey, didn't you say something about stats, man?
I said that they can be skewed to say whatever you want them to say. They can fit whatever argument you want them to fit if you know how to arrange it.
Yeah, famous James, he threw 33 touchdowns and 30 motherfucking interceptions.
All right, so you're really paying attention to the Dak Prescott this offseason. Okay, I think for me, I think I am watching the Dak Prescott thing because, like you mentioned earlier, he may get franchised. But I'm also paying attention to this Tom Brady thing. I think he's gonna end up back in New England, but it's a lot of speculation, and you just really don't know. It would be interesting to see if he ends up somewhere else, but he might be back as a Patriot.
What if Andy Dalton ended up in New England?
Oh, and you said Tom Brady ends up as a Bengal?
No. If
just as your like backup player, your insurance in case Tom Brady doesn't come back. Yeah. That would be cool. I think that would be just good enough to continue to be competitive for New England, and it would show you how good Belichick is.
James Winston or Andy Dalton?
Back on that for the Bears, huh?
That's the only thing.
All
for the Bears.
We're gonna leave that there. All right, man. Before we get up out of here, though, man.
How you gonna push me off like that?
No, we got it. We got it.
See how you do me, man.
But no, like, you know, before we get up out of here, though, man. I ain't gonna be able to holler at you, but until I'm gonna see you Wednesday. We got some shit coming on Wednesday, man.
Wednesday,
you know.
Wednesday. Shout out to the homie Sean Sierra. Me and the homie Dee Jeff to goddamn it post our podcasters on the hold on one second. Give me a minute. I'm talking on the radio. Thank you. You just interrupted me. Thank you. Anyway, but Sean Sierra, shout out to him, man. Chicago Sportsnet, not Chicago Sports. Is that what they call? Come on, man. God,
yep.
Fuck, man. you looking at me like,
I mean, yeah, so yeah, man. Shout out, like you said, shout out Sean.
It's called Chicago what?
He approached us with an opportunity to be on their platform. We're still kind of working out the details of it, so once we get all the final details, we're going to definitely let y'all know. But we sit down with them on Wednesday, you know. Like I said, guy, you know, listened to the show, said he was fucking with it, said y'all liked it. So, yeah, you know, I think all in all, the main thing we try to tell y'all is that, you know, Bringing A-Game Sports Radio
Sports Talk Radio is going to be on Chicago Sports. It's a whole different.
It's about to do some shit.
Exactly.
You know, we're evolving, we're growing, we're about to do some shit, and just continue rocking with us.
I was actually trying to look up all the information so we could talk about it. That's why I got quiet on you, man. My fault. But yeah, as time go on, as we go, man, you know, we gonna record shows and put it on there. It's just a whole nother platform for us to reach more listeners, but also to collide with other people, you know, that's doing sports, you know, through Chicago, you know, because, you know, it's about building like a whole family of this.
Just trying to expand, you know, and expand the network, expand the reach, you know, and like just continue to working with like-minded creatives, like-minded, you know, individuals that, you know, are trying to do something quality, and, you know, that's around the same shit that we about. So yeah, you know, like I said, man, you know, stay in tune with that. We'll keep y'all up to date, but definitely rock with us because you know it might be some changes coming, might be some updates.
Yeah.
Maybe you know,
Video production.
maybe some you know some video production, some frequency might be multiple times. You know, we have some shit for y'all. But before we get up out of here, man, what are you looking forward to before I talk to you again on the air? What's some sports shit that you have?
Before we go anywhere, let me just say this.
Oh, okay. What you got?
The Sox beat the Cubs. I don't give a fuck if it was spring.
Yeah, I was gonna say, please clarify what you coming with.
They beat the Cubs.
Okay.
That's all I wanted to say.
All right. Well, hey, y'all. So y'all heard it here first. See if you keep that same energy once the season starts.
Whatever.
That's cool.
Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But we didn't reach a part of that time, man. We're gonna wrap up the show. Me and the homie Dee Jeff, man, mostly enjoyed the talk. I enjoyed us with our back and forth, man. What we doing with our thing. Like I said, man, we got in touch with the guy Sean Sierra, man. We're gonna have more information about that as time go on. We meet with him on Wednesday. We're gonna see how this flow and go. Any shout outs, any rants, anything you want to say?
Man, just as always, man, shout out to you for definitely the opportunity, for the hospitality, and just, setting it up for niggas to be able to enjoy themselves and talk they sports talk as we would like to and in our own element, man. So yeah, shout out you, shout out all the listeners.
And we're gonna open it. We're gonna open the mics up to other people that want to come in. Like I got one of my homies. He already reached out to me. He said he gonna come in and talk. So we might have somebody in next Monday. Sit back and expand the talk and just talk about red things and have good debates and just have fun. Sit back, have a few beers and just enjoy ourselves. But I'm excited for things that's moving forward, man. I got this good vibe. Like it's only gonna get bigger. It's only gonna get better. And y'all can also join this ride 773-676-2512. Plus you can reach me at blaqhippie17@gmail.com, and that's Blaq Hippie Radio Entertainment at all social media handles.
You heard it.
What about you?
Yeah, man, you can definitely keep up with me at BabeBro11 on Instagram for the most part, and on the Twitters. I don't really be talking about shit on Twitter. But you can definitely follow my Instagram, keep up with my photography page, because I do that on, my freelance time. Again, that's BabeBro11, BABEBRO11 on Instagram and Twitter. Yeah, man,
And we out.
Yeah.
Until next time, Bring Your Gang Sports Talk Radio, Chicago sports and more. Get used to it.